This is my attempt to explain what is the journey of a soul. And there are lots of questions in our mind that how we are born, how can life be so fragile? You're alive one time, dead next time, how you die. There are lots of open questions and lots of whys. So I'll try and explain what I've understood so far. So for this, consider that there's a school. There's an acting school. You are an aspiring actor. You enroll into a school, and the school tells you that we're going to tell you all the theory. So you study theory with us, but then you need to go and you need to play 100 roles in 100 different scripts. And depending upon how you evolve in those 100 scripts, we will tell you whether you pass the test or not. Or if you do pass the test, you are welcome to a certain club of actors. Okay, now in this situation, the soul is the actor. The soul has to decide what script it's going to play, what's going to happen in that script, what is it that it needs to achieve at the end of the script. That maybe at the end of the first script or the theater play, it would have become little more wiser in expressing itself through eyes, for example, if that is the lesson. Then for that lesson it would say that, oh, what kind of script I need. Okay, so if I want to express with my eyes, maybe how about I play a person who is, so he's not able to speak, so their eyes speak, so what kind of body that would require, what kind of family I need to be in that, what are the main characters, do I have a family, not siblings, main friends, love interest, etc. It will create the whole script. It will have the characters defined as well, and then now he needs to go and find out who's going to play my character. Okay, so all that is done. There are certain guides, teachers out there in your university who's gonna help you that, okay, fine, I guess I know somebody who might be a good character to play your father or your mother, because to play your father who's not able to speak, the character needs to have this kind of a strength, and I know somebody who can be that character. So they open that people. So initially when you're a budding actor, the guides, the teachers will help you to find the right characters, might also help you to tweak your script here and there so that you achieve the goal. Okay, now the play starts. The theater play starts. It's a live play. Everybody, all the characters have been given the script, and they know the lines. Okay, but still it's not a recording, it's a live play. So when you go on that stage, the actor forgets all the characters in the script. They forget that they are just playing something. They play as if it's their life. And there's a reason you don't remember what were your previous life for certain reasons. No, not worth talking on this video. But yeah, so the play is going on, all the characters are in, but everybody's forgotten that they are just playing a part. They are actors and they are playing it for XYZ reason. And now, depending upon how they perform that day, the play, the outcome will change. Maybe you wanted to learn through eyes, but it just the father that picked up your role, he's just forgotten. He just decided that because he doesn't remember how he needs to behave, so he just starts playing at his free will, the way, whatever way he wants to play. And when that happens, the script changes, on the fly. Things are changing, and it's possible that you don't learn that lesson, or it's possible you end up learning that lesson because your guides and the support staff is still out there. The background staff, they're trying to help, give you hints, clues, and they may come as intuition or certain messages from people. New character might come into picture to put you back on the track, etc. So this is how the play goes. And you being the main character of this play, you've decided certain points when the show needs to stop. So you may say that I'm maybe this time I'll only play till interval. I will not play this if XYZ happens. I will not play if there is not enough audience for this, etc. Right? Or I will not play if the characters just behave abruptly very differently. Why should I waste my energy on this show? I might just go and pick up a different script. Based on that, you've decided exit points of this closing of the show, and you will call the shots. It's just that the actor who's playing in the play doesn't know when it is the time, but the soul, the main person, the real person behind the actor, has made the call already. Okay, so that's the difference. The main person, the person who enrolled for the university course is your soul, and the person who's playing that that acting into that play is you in this life. So when we get so attached, when the actor forgets that he's an actor or she's an actor and plays it so well, you are so attached to that life. When the show ends, if you have to exit, the other players, the other actors in your play, if they don't realize that it was just a show, they're gonna mourn, they're gonna be so sad, they're gonna be devastated, right? And that is what happens. And when the life ends, when the show ends, the actor goes back, there's a review with your teachers that, oh, how did you do it, how did you not, you could have done a little better here. Or in the same frame, if you add infused karma, that how you behaved with others, what actions you took, instead of settling some karma, maybe you ended up having more karma. So you need to make sure the next script you pick up, you have to balance this karma into the next script. So there's a review that happens, a resting period, and then your guides and your teachers come and say, hey, I think you're ready for the next script, and based on how you behaved last time, if you've not learned that lesson, maybe this time let's make it a little more difficult so that you do learn it this time. And then again the cycle goes on. You decide the script, you decide the characters who are going to play. And remember one thing, if you are a new soul, if you are a struggling actor, if you are a new budding actor, you will not have a lot of choices of scripts. But at the same time, if you're more evolved, the kind of scripts that come to you, you get to choose a lot. And that's what really happens for evolved soul, mature souls. They've gone through this so many times, they're not so attached with that life, and they're more focused on their own development. So they're gonna have that choice. The guides, sometimes, you may not really have guides, you may not need teachers because you're self-sufficient, for example, right? And that's the real journey of the soul. One after another, you continue to pick up new roles, you play the part, you move away. Obviously, certain scripts will be too moving for you depending upon what you've chosen, what kind of challenges you've chosen in that life. It will leave some kind of an imprint on you. You would have seen certain videos wherein the actors are so moved by the character they played, it changes them forever. It changes the way they think, the way they approach things. So it is possible that you carry that imprint with you in your soul DNA from one life to another. So some people have traumas, phobias, certain unexplained fears, not from this life but from a previous life because it was traumatic. So even for this car air accident, air crash, there would have been souls who were traumatized by the way their life ended, and they'll find it hard. They will carry some trauma of it in the next life. Maybe they'll have fear of flying in the next lives. I hope it makes sense and it answers some questions. If there is anything more I could explain, please just directly message me. I'll try and record something if there are more people wanting to know the same. But I hope it brings you some answers. And this is just a body, as I said, right? Everybody is connected through energy, where energy being first. And this body, this gross body, this matter is just a low form of energy, and so that we are able to perceive it from our five senses. But in the morning period, we close ourselves. Even though the past ones are trying to make contact, we are not open to receive the messages. But as the time passes, the family members, they open up more to receive messages, and the loved ones are always around in a different form, not in a physical form, but in an energetic form. They're always around, and we're all connected through telepathy. We can speak to other dimensions. If we just work on our sixth sense, our intuition is possible, and that brings some peace. And it does come with time, unfortunately. And for some people who are very rigid and not open, they may never get messages themselves. But yeah, there are people who are psychic, who are mediums, who can get to the messages from your loved ones. Hope that helps. Thank you for listening.